Okay, so the last required functionality is joining two playlists together. But I think I'm also going to um, put save in the constructor after all. So let me get to that in a minute. So first, join two playlists. So I want to do something a little fancy here. So let's look at the implementation in console UI. So here, this join playlists, you select a playlist, you select another playlist. It calls the add operator, and then it appends the playlist to the list of all playlists, which doesn't require any change to the database. But this addition here, let's look at what that's doing. So um, playlist dunder add. Let me scroll up to that. Okay, so actually I lost the dunder add. So here it is. Here it is. Okay. So I make the name, I get the thumbnail, I get the description, I add the two descriptions together. So this thing calls the constructor for playlist, which right now isn't saving anything, but I'm going to change that. So it doesn't save anything, but then it loops through each video and it says if it's not already in the new playlist, it appends it. So this thing right now will actually trigger a save to the database. And every time I add a new video, it's going to save it to the database again, which is not actually what I want. So I don't want to save it to the video separately each time I add a video. I only want to do this at the end. So I'm going to change this append method on playlist to include a keyword parameter for saving to the database. So here I'm going to add an additional keyword save equals false. Actually, so I'm using this in a couple of different places in the console, so I think the default behavior will be to save it to the database. And then if save, then I'm going to save it to the database. But otherwise, I'm not going to. And then here, join, which is the exception, I'm going to specify save is false. And then same here, save is false. And then when I get here, I'm going to call explicitly new playlist.save. So that will flush it after it's been completely created. So that's for efficiency. It would have worked before, but it would have been horribly inefficient because it would have had lots more round trips to the database than it needed. And then as long as I'm here, what I'm going to do is for the constructor, I'm also going to have an optional save equals false. So this one, I'm going to have the default be it doesn't save it to the database. So I don't need to change the code that reads this. But if save, then self.save. Okay, and then in the console UI, where I make a new playlist, actually, probably I want to do that from here. So I'm going to call this constructor. Actually, I'm going to find usages for the constructor. All right, and then mostly it's going to be here. So this is making the new playlist. I want the default behavior here. When it's making the data, I don't want to automatically add it to the database because I have that in rebuild database. Same with Patti Smith. And then this all playlist, same thing here. So none of those. And then in logic, In the add method, that's in playlist. Yeah, in playlist add in new playlist here. So this is going to be the default behavior because I'm going to explicitly add this at the end using save there. And then build. So this is also during startup. I'm calling this. So I definitely am not going to want to add that to the database here. So all of those are the same. And then in UI, in create playlist, so this is the one time where I do want it. So instead of explicitly calling playlist.save, I'm going to say save is true there. So that's the one place where I'm going to override the default and save it to the database. So now let's do that for music video as well. So the constructor for music video, I'm going to add a save, which is going to be false by default. And then if I say if save, then self.save. Okay, and then let's look at where this is being called. All right, so these are all in get playlist. So these are videos that I'm making, so I don't want to save them. Default behavior is fine. And then in logic, in my build method, once again, that's going to be at startup, and so I'm not going to want to save there. And then same with, so in performance video in the constructor, here I also need to take a save flag. Save is false by default. And then when I call the constructor for the parent, I'm going to do save is save. So I'm going to pass that in as a keyword argument. And then that's everywhere for the subclass. And then in create video, here, where I make a new music video, so this is the one place where I'm going to want to save. And then also for performance video, I'm going to do save is true. And then I don't need to call video.save. So I think that is all the explicit calls to save. So let's check that. So I want to go here. And I'm going to go down to my save method, and I'm going to find all usages of that. And so the constructor for music video, call self.save, update note, call self.save, which is fine. And that's it for that. And then I don't think I even have a separate save method for performance video. I don't, because it just uses toDict. So if I've done everything correctly, it should work exactly the same. Join should work, and everything else should work the same. But the code's slightly cleaner because I don't have explicit calls to save anywhere. Okay, so let's go ahead and run it and see what it does. Create playlist is this. So create playlist. Let's do Kate Bush 2, and then thumbnail, and then description, and then we're gonna create a new video, and then let's do a different Kate Bush video. So let's do Kate Bush. Don't Give Up, which was actually Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel. So let's do this one here. And that's actually not a performance video. Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel. And then, oops, don't give up. And then here's the video URL. And it was yeah, let me look this up. '87. Actually, no, 86. It was 86. So 1986. And then, yeah. Good video. That's all we need. All right. So, create video should work. And then we're going to add video to playlist. So we'll add it to Kate Bush. And we'll add it to Kate Bush 2. And then we'll create another playlist. Actually, we want to add Don't Give Up. All right. And then we're going to create a playlist for Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel. Actually, I'll just do Peter Gabriel. And then thumbnail. All right, so do Peter Gabriel thumbnail. Okay. I like this one from the self-titled album, Peter Gabriel, so I'm going to open image in new tab, and we'll copy that. So it's a data URL. And then description is the artist, Peter Gabriel. And then let's add a video to the playlist. Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel. And then that should be everything. Create a video, delete a video, add a video to a playlist, remove a video from a playlist. Update the note for a video. None of that changed. Okay, so now we're going to join two playlists together. So join playlists. We're going to join Kate Bush to Peter Gabriel. And then let's show the playlist 8. And it has Running Up That Hill, which is just Kate Bush, and also Don't Give Up by Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel. All right. So now exit, and hopefully all of that is still there. So we're going to run it, and then we're going to print the videos. So the two that I added, Kate Bush, Running Up That Hill, and Kate Bush and Peter Gabriel, Don't Give Up, they're both there. And then we should try a performance video as well. So let's do Peter Gabriel, Salisbury Hill. Live. And then this one
This is how AI
is let's do So we're going to create a new video. This one is a performance video. Peter Gabriel, Salisbury Hill. And then this one was performed this doesn't actually say. Was this really a live performance? It says live DNA. So not quite sure what that is, but so I can't play any audio because I'm going to get a strike if I do. So let me mute the video and skip past the ad. Okay, so this is definitely live. I'm not sure what live DNA is, but okay, I'm just going to put DNA here. And then the performance looks to be live montage. It's a montage, that's why. Okay, so it's various locations from 1978 through 2013. Okay, so various locations, and then 1978 through 2013. And then the URL. And then the original song was, I think, 1978. So let me look up Salisbury Hill. 77. Yeah, 77. Okay. Montage of live performances spanning 35 years. Okay. So there's a live video, and then I'm going to add the video to Peter Gabriel. And then I'm going to delete playlist. Oops, I have to select the video I'm adding. So that's going to be 7. And then I'm going to delete a playlist, the joined one, and then I'm going to rejoin them. Kate Bush, Peter Gabriel, and I'm going to delete the playlist Kate Bush 2. All right, so let's go ahead and exit and start one more time. And I'm going to print the playlists. So I have Kate Bush, Peter Gabriel, Kate Bush, Peter Gabriel joined. And then I'm going to show Kate Bush, and then show Peter Gabriel, and then that has the right ones. And then I'm going to show the joined one, which should have, yep, Running Up That Hill and Don't Give Up and Salisbury Hill. That's good. And then I think that's everything. So, so I'm just going to have an optional video for deleting video, and I think I'm done.